Hi, Dr. here. Give me a wee call back.
Hi, thanks for calling me back.
No bother. How can I help you?
I need a referral to nephrology.
Right.
I had a health check done with Blue Crest in August, and it brought up my EGFR reading as 74. And I'm at my Cannabis Clinic, and he said that sounds like it's stage 2 CKD because I have other symptoms that are very that would point to proteinuria.
Right.
So he said that I needed to give you a call and get a referral and get it checked.
Okay. Do we have any notes of any of this? Because really, an EGFR of greater than 60 is normal. From what I know.
That's not what I've got from my investigations or my studies about it either. But Blue Crest actually told me to take it to you as well. But at the time, I just had other things going on and I didn't. And then doctor said, "Listen, that's stage 2."
Is this a private referral?
What do you mean?
Will it be? No.
What do you mean a private referral?
Is this a referral you want privately, or do you want me to do this under the NHS?
On the NHS.
That's okay. I'm just not sure. I think they'll probably want us to do the test as well before we, send you to them. Otherwise, they're gonna want to know what we're referring you for. So they will want to be able to look it up on the NHS system to see, so that if they want further tests done, they may well ask us to do further tests before they see you.
Right.
So I've never had this before. Actually got that Blue Crest thing through my door yesterday. I had a look at it to see what all they did.
Yeah.
Just out of interest. But some of these tests they do, and some of them are not based on the same ranges as we go on. But it does, obviously, if they're saying to you, you've got CKD stage 2. Well,
Blue Crest didn't. Blue Crest said that the reading was concerning and that I should take it to you. And it was doctor, when I was talking about my symptoms with him, he said that sounds like it's stage 2. You have to go to your GP and get a referral.
Yeah. Well, what we would do, I mean, did you have what's called your ACR ratio done? Your albumin creatinine ratio, in terms of what, if they're saying you've got protein, your protein leakage. That's the next stage that we would do in terms of tests.
Right.
Because there's no point in me doing a referral for you if this is what they're going to do. They're going to do the tests that we would do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, I don't know in what realm Dr. works, whether he works under the NHS at all or not. But there's things that we can do, and I mean, there's people with EGFRs. I don't even think CKD and chronic kidney disease stages start kicking in until it gets below 60. So
that's for stage 3. That's stage 3, which is where symptoms are normally noticed. But I'm pretty in tune with myself. And as I said, I do have the symptoms for proteinuria.
And what symptoms are they?
The fatigue, the slight swelling. I'm going to assume now that that's what's been messing with my appetite and not my anxiety at all.
Right. Yeah, you see, our test will just show that your EGFR is greater than 60, and it doesn't give us a value above that.
Mm-hmm.
You've obviously got this value, which is 73 or 4.
Sorry, 70. I'm looking at it now. It's 78.
78, did you say?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with anything above 60 because I only look and we're happy with it if it's above 60. We don't do any other investigations.
I do also have a history in childhood of kidney infections, so there could be scarring and things there. And then knowing as well with some things in my diet that weren't really helping me, so I've eliminated them already. But I do want to get it investigated because I actually believe that that's what's been plaguing me for so long.
So fatigue, slight swelling where?
In my ankles, and then I've had a swelling around my middle finger for over a year. I actually brought it to the practice about a year and a half ago and asked the GP, and he just went, "Oh, that's a cyst." He didn't even look at it. And I've been reporting other symptoms, but I've been thinking that there were other things or related to other things. But after looking into all of this, it actually makes an awful lot of sense.
Right. Well, can we repeat your kidney function and do what's called an ACR, urine ACR first of all, and then even if these come up as within the normal range for us, I will then do your referral as requested, but there is a chance they'll bounce it back to us and say, this is normal, we don't need to see this lady. But I don't want to do that without, because straight away they'll say, why have you not done these other tests? As in, I'm not doing my job right. So
and there's also the hypertension, so there's many factors there that are all linking in, so I really do think it should be something that should be investigated.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but again, all of these things we investigate all this through general practice. We don't send to nephrology. They'll probably not want to see you unless your EGFR is less than 30. And that's just telling
less than 30? Is that not like where you're going for dialysis?
Yes. That's the way it works. No,
Jesus.
It's not. But that's the way the NHS works.
Yeah,
so
I know.
If you do
I know
want
how the NHS is working.
Exactly. But I'm happy, if you're saying, oh, you have a history of kidney infections, I can certainly refer you for an ultrasound of your kidneys. I can do all the investigations that you think is going to happen through a specialist anyway.
Yeah. Well, I can't afford a specialist. I my cannabis clinic, I do pay for that privately, and I took the Blue Crest appointment because of all the...
What I'm saying is you might not have to afford one. If you're getting an opinion from a specialist, then and they'll say, well, actually, we'll do this and we'll do this and this. Not sure why your GP didn't do any of this. They could have, but anyway, well, sure, you can pay me for it instead. You don't need to potentially go. I will be referring you if you need to go, if any of these tests are abnormal.
Okay.
So I think we should check these first of all, and certainly I can put the referral through the NHS and see what they say. And the fact that if you can write down even and just of what your symptoms are, despite even all these symptoms, you've had them checked and you've been fobbed off or whatever, but you feel like this is all part of the same picture.
Very much, yeah.
Just so that we've got it all and then we can do it. But is there anything else on the screen, the blood screen, or at all that we'd need to repeat, or was it mainly your kidneys?
No, everything else was came back pretty good. I was quite relieved actually at some of it. Lungs are really healthy, things like that. It was just, this was what was flagged up, and since I've done research, it's brought me actually a lot of relief, because it just makes sense. It brings me back to when I was undiagnosed with epilepsy and thought I was going crazy because my body was doing something and I didn't know what it was. It's the same thing, and now I understand. So I just need it formally kind of confirmed.
Yeah, okay. Right. Well, what I'll do, do you know what? I'll just send the referral, and I'll say that I'm planning to check, and if we can get you an appointment for repeat kidney function and your urine ACR, and they can look up the results, I guess, before they see you.
Okay.
But I'll just say that you're really keen to see a specialist and see what happens. And the symptoms that I need to write down here in your referral letter is fatigue, ankle swelling.
Yeah, the appetite loss. Because when you look at the symptoms of early stage CKD, I wouldn't be. My symptoms are strongly more proteinuria, if that makes sense. Really led to that point.
But do you have any proteinuria, as in protein in your urine?
Yes, I think there was a small trace the last time. And
in the Blue Crest test?
Oh gosh, now I need to go and check my results, because I have a big booklet of results. They've done so many tests and things, so I would need to go through it all. But I can bring this book if you want to have an appointment and have a look through it.
The kidney doctors can do that. That's all right. No, I'll just, so we think I'll get the urine checked as in dip to see is there any protein in it. We'll do your urine ACR, and the girls in the treatment room will advise, because it's a proper urine sample. It's totally different to just getting a wee urine test done.
Yeah.
And I will send through. There's any family history of kidney problems?
Not really that I'm aware of. We do have crazy bladders though, so I don't know if there's like been an underlying thing there. But for me, no, it's just since back in childhood it's in my notes. I had a few kidney infections and that, and then they kind of stopped. Another symptom, sorry, of the that I would get is like a shortness of breath.
Okay.
But it's like it's not. It's really weird. I can't even describe how it happens. It's not even if I'm even coming up the stairs, it could have happened. But as I said, my lung functions actually, I have apparently the lung age of a 22-year-old, so my lungs are pretty good. So that was kind of worrying me because I was like, why? Even, like if I was singing in the car when I'm driving, and then parts that I used to be able to hold, I couldn't hold them anymore, and I was like, what is this? This is really weird. So that was another thing. So as I say, then when I started looking up the symptoms, I was like, I have that, I have the tiredness, I have the nausea and the vomiting. Actually, I do have the vomiting. But again, I thought that was anxiety, kind of, messing with that. But I don't think so because the anxiety is more managed now. And then my urine. So I probably my Coca-Cola or Pepsi consumption was not good. I probably would have at least drank a litre a day. And so this week alone, I just took it out of my house completely. I don't touch it anymore. So I've just been on the water. So I've been watching my urine as well. And I've been watching to see if it gets lighter in colour. And it has got lighter in colour, but it now kind of has like a cloudy look to it. Whereas before it was so dark, I couldn't really tell that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm a bit concerned that they're just going to bounce this referral back to me if we haven't done these tests first.
Right.
Despite whether I say on it, this lady is very, very keen to see a specialist. They'll just be like, hang on a minute, this is not our remit. This person's healthy. And these symptoms, I suppose, you're not going to take it from a GP. I don't think you're going to take it from a GP that your symptoms are not connected with CKD. That's my only worry.
Well, I mean, it doesn't, just because a GP says it.
Do you know what? Let's just say what, because if your urine ACR is anyway down at all, we'll definitely be sending you. So let's check the test first, see what comes back, and then we can do the referral if need be. All right?
Okay.
And I'll have a wee read up and research some of this stuff because, it's not something we deal with when we don't see any results where EGFRs aren't below 60 and yours isn't below 60. We don't refer patients who are 40 with an EGFR of 50 even, because there's specific things then we send off a urine albumin creatinine ratio, which is different types of protein to see. Then we give them medication to try and improve their kidney function. We do all this in general practice. We do not refer to a nephrologist.
Well, if I don't want to be getting to the stage where I have to take medication, I am all for changing my diet and lifestyle before. And I've now eliminated cocodamol for my migraines. So I'm just trying to treat my migraines now with my cannabis medication. So they're gone. Only paracetamol, because I can't, apparently now aspirin and things aren't good either. So they're the changes I like to make. I don't want to be on.
You're making
as I say, I'm only
changes.
40.
I commend you for that, because even the Coke thing, that's an addictive thing, and for you to even just cut it out you need to just be careful. You don't get withdrawal from a litre, and I'm surprised you're not diabetic either, given that. And you'll probably lose a stack of weight too.
That's the hope. I'm also overweight, so I kind of need to lose about 24 kilos. So I'm kind of hoping that does it.
One thing at a time, Lucinda, right?
Well, I didn't have the energy, to be honest. So I'm kind of hoping it's a blessing in disguise. And the Coke thing was just, it's kind of, because my cannabis medication would make me crave sweet and liquids. That was the thing that did it. So it's not like I'm sitting munching on pizzas every night or anything. That doesn't happen. But I would have about 3 glasses of Coke in the evening. But now that's gone. So.
Are you free to come in at 2:30 on Tuesday?
2:30 on Tuesday. Yeah.
And we'll get your blood pressure and your urine, and they can give you the test. If you bring a urine sample, they'll dip your urine, but it's a different test for the urine ACR, and I'll get that done as well. And we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay.
Grand. Thanks, Lucinda.
That's
okay.
Great. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.